Hi everybody, Manuel here. Welcome to this podcast. This is the first of a series of 9 in which I'm going to talk about how our mind tries to sabotage ourselves. In this podcast, we're going to talk about the three types of orientation we have in life. The first one is the responsive reactive, the second one is the proactive, and the third one is the orientation of the creative. Most people live his life in this orientation, the responsive reactive orientation. In this type of orientation, we live our life with the autopilot. So like we assume the life is as it is, we cannot achieve anything great. We have dreams, maybe we dream to be an artist or a musician or anything else, but we are stuck in our job. We don't really live a good life. We are stressed, we are tired, we cannot wait for the weekend or going to sleep. And we can either conform to this life, so we really put the autopilot and we just like, zombies, like going to work, staying with the family, watching TV. Or we became rebel, we hate this life, we try to go out, say, hey my boss, I'm gonna leave the job and I'm gonna prove I can do it. And suddenly I need to go back to find the job, which is even worse. This is the first orientation. Second orientation is the proactive orientation. In this orientation, we feel better, we create stuff we love, we have a much better and fulfilled life. Imagine you're creating things in life, so you maybe be an artist and make your art worthy a living, a musician or a businessman, and you have, there's much wealth status, so you enjoy your life much more. And then there is the third orientation, the orientation of the creative. Here you still create what you love, but much higher level. And more important, you're living a life with purpose. You're living your true nature and purpose. What that means? That means that you're truly connected to what you love, which is your job, your passions, your family, your friends. Anything became so cool. You cannot wait to get up in the morning. You cannot wait to go to work. You cannot wait to go out with people. You cannot wait to see with family. Life became much better, much more effortless, and you truly enjoy it. So why most people is trapped in the orientation of in the reactive orientation? Well, this is because our mind is very tricky and it tries to sabotage ourselves. So our mind has a part which is called the unconscious mind, and this mind sends messages and they tell us, look, if you leave the job, you won't have money. How you want to pay your mortgage? Look, if you try to be a painter, you don't have the skills. If you want to be a musician, you cannot sing, and so on. And so we just play small. But then we have another part of our mind, which is the superconscious mind. This mind is the intuition, is the imagination, is the bridge to our dreams, is the bridge to greatness. People which live a proactive oriented life, or a life in the orientation of the creative, are much more connected to the superconscious mind. Other people instead don't listen to the superconscious mind. And when we are kids, this mind, this part of the mind, shout very louder. And then the more we grow up, the more we stop listening to it, and we only listen to this unconscious mind. And that's why then we don't live our life with purpose. There's a bad news, but there is a good news. We can change this orientation. We can really change. And how we do? Everything starts with awareness. So I'm going to give you one tip today. Start to observe in your life what you do when you out of reaction. So when you are upset, what you do? What way you release that anger? What you do when you stress? I used to go to run. I used to weight lift when out of anger, out of stress. When I was a job and things weren't working as I wanted, I was closing myself in the toilet for 10 minutes to try to switch off and think of cool stuff, or I was just switching off and dreaming about the life I wanted. These are ways in which our unconscious mind basically trigger all the unconscious driven life. It all starts from there. So you can start to observe that, what happened in the past, and then what happened at the moment. And little by little, you're going to become more and more aware. And everything starts from there. So start to do that if you want, and I will take from there.